The glitz and glamour of Hollywood. The red carpets, the glamorous premieres, and the unforgettable performances. But behind the scenes, the magic doesn't always match the drama. Some of the most iconic actors, who have shared the screen in unforgettable films, couldn't stand each other in real life. Whether it's personal feuds, professional differences, or just clashing personalities, these actors didn't always get along off-camera. So watch the actors who couldn't stand each other in real life, and the shocking stories behind their on-set tension. But before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Sarah Hyland and Jeff Dye. Tension on the set of The Wedding Year. Sarah Hyland, famous for her role as the lovable Haley Dunphy on Modern Family, is known for her comedic timing and charm. However, according to Jeff Dye, things were less than friendly between them on the set of the 2019 film The Wedding Year. Dye, a stand-up comedian and actor, shared his experiences on the George Jenko Show podcast in February 2025. He didn't mince words, describing Hyland as a pretty woman who chain smokes and is terrible to work with. Dye claimed that Hyland would often complain about trivial things, such as extras taking snacks from the lunch table. He even alleged that she took issue with the way the crew behaved, calling it like it was in her kitchen or something. When Dye made these claims, the internet buzzed with reactions, and many fans were shocked. However, no one really knows what caused the friction between the two. Some believe it may have been due to Hyland's strong personality clashing with Dye's, with Dye suggesting that Hyland wasn't used to the masculine energy he brought to the set. Regardless, Hyland has yet to publicly respond to Dye's accusations, though some of her former colleagues came to her defense. One commenter wrote, "I worked with Sarah on XOXO, and she was nice," suggesting that Dye's experience may have been an outlier. While the drama surrounding their feud might have been a bit exaggerated, it's clear that the working relationship between these two actors was far from smooth. The conflict between them serves as a reminder that even in a professional setting, personalities can sometimes clash, making the collaborative process challenging. Furthermore, it raises questions about how public accusations like these can affect the reputations of those involved. Winona Ryder and Gary Oldman. Tension on Bram Stoker's Dracula. Winona Ryder and Gary Oldman. Tension on Bram Stoker's Dracula. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, Gary Oldman's portrayal of the infamous vampire Count Dracula is widely considered one of the greatest performances of his career. However, behind the scenes, things weren't as glamorous. Winona Ryder, who played Mina Harker, didn't get along with Oldman during the film's production. While their on-screen chemistry was undeniably compelling, the same couldn't be said for their off-screen relationship. In Ryder's unauthorized biography, she revealed that the dynamic between her and Oldman shifted after they began shooting. While they had spent time together during rehearsals and had gotten along, once the cameras started rolling, their interactions became strained. Ryder recalled feeling a sense of danger from Oldman, which could have been the result of his intense method acting approach. Oldman was so committed to his role that he slept in a coffin at night to get into character, which might have been unsettling for Ryder. However, Ryder later reflected on Oldman's emotional nature, suggesting that his intensity might have been misunderstood. Despite their professional differences, Ryder never publicly criticized Oldman, and it's unclear whether the two have resolved their issues. One thing is for sure, since the film, the two have never worked together again. In interviews, Oldman has often spoken about the toll his method acting took on him. And while he never directly addressed Ryder's comments, it's clear that his dedication to the craft came with its challenges. The tension between the two actors was not only a product of their personalities, but also a reflection of the extremes to which Oldman took his character. The film's production, known for its elaborate and intense scenes, seems to have amplified any existing tensions. Both actors moved on to successful careers, but the fallout from Dracula remains a fascinating part of their histories. Ryder, in particular, emerged from the controversy with an even stronger fan base, while Oldman continued to refine his craft, earning an Oscar later in his career. However, the unresolved nature of their relationship leaves a lingering question. Could they ever work together again under different circumstances? Chevy Chase and Bill Murray, a feud that started on SNL. Chevy Chase is infamous for his difficult personality, a trait that dates back to his time on Saturday Night Live, SNL. He was the original golden boy of the sketch comedy show in its first season, but his brash attitude didn't sit well with many of his colleagues. When Bill Murray joined the cast in Season 2 to fill Chase's shoes, tensions quickly escalated. The animosity between the two actors came to a head in 1978, when Chase returned to SNL to host an episode. During the rehearsals, Chase and Murray got into a physical altercation that was reportedly so intense that it left the SNL cast and crew stunned. Despite this, both actors went on to share the screen in the classic 1980 comedy Katic. It may seem odd that they were able to work together after such a confrontation, but the film actually helped heal the rift between them. In Katic, the making of a Hollywood Cinderella story, Chase reflected on their relationship, admitting that the tension between him and Murray didn't last long. He claimed, "We got over everything. The tension was short-lived. I have nothing but admiration and affection for Bill." While Murray remained somewhat of a surly character, Chase ultimately viewed him as a good guy. The duo may not have become best friends, but they managed to move past their previous issues and share some laughs in the process. Although they never became as close as some might have hoped, their ability to reconcile and continue working together remains a testament to their professionalism. Over time, the story of their feud became more of a Hollywood legend than a source of ongoing animosity. It's a reminder that even the most infamous feuds in Hollywood can sometimes end in mutual respect. By the time they reunited for other projects, their past grievances seemed to be nothing more than water under the bridge, though their once tense relationship continues to intrigue fans and fellow actors alike. Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron, a bitter feud on Mad Max, Fury Road. Filming Mad Max, Fury Road in the scorching desert heat proved to be a grueling experience for the entire cast and crew. But Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron's animosity made the production even more difficult. Their intense feud became one of the most talked about aspects of the film's behind-the-scenes drama. In the book Blood, Sweat, and Chrome, the wild and true story of Mad Max Fury Road, it was revealed that Hardy and Theron had a strained working relationship throughout the shoot. According to reports, Hardy's habitual tardiness and unprofessional behavior frustrated Theron, who was reportedly always on time and prepared for each day of shooting. At one point, when Hardy arrived 3 hours late to set, Theron reportedly confronted him and chewed him out. Theron didn't feel safe on set due to Hardy's lack of professionalism, which made the working conditions even more stressful. Hardy later admitted to his unprofessionalism, acknowledging that Theron deserved a more experienced and dependable co-star. In an interview, he reflected, "I'd like to think that now that I'm older and uglier, I could rise to that occasion." Despite their feuding on set, Mad Max Fury Road went on to become one of the most successful action films of the decade, though it came at the cost of a strained working relationship between its two stars, Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic. The tension behind Castle. The ABC show Castle was known for its charming leads, Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic, who played the beloved detective duo Richard Castle and Kate Beckett. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, but behind the scenes, things were much more complicated. Multiple sources have confirmed that Fillion and Katic did not get along during the show's run, and their tension reportedly caused significant issues during filming. An insider revealed that the pair hated each other, which made working together particularly difficult. Their characters spent a lot of time together on screen, not only solving crimes but also developing a romantic relationship. However, the tension between Fillion and Katic reportedly reached a boiling point, leading to them attending couples counseling in an attempt to mend their relationship. In a strange twist, Fillion was allegedly the one to blame for the rift, as a second source claimed that he had been nasty to Katic for a long time. Despite the friction, Katic remained professional, focusing on her work, while Fillion's behavior reportedly made things difficult for her. Surprisingly, news of the feud only surfaced when the show was in its final seasons, and despite the rocky relationship, Castle ran for 8 seasons before it was canceled. Debra Messing and Megan Mullally. When Will and Grace returned to the small screen in 2017 after an 11-year hiatus, fans were thrilled to see the reunion of Debra Messing and Megan Mullally, who played the iconic duo Grace Adler and Karen Walker. However, behind the scenes, things weren't as cheerful as they appeared on screen. During the filming of the revival, tensions between Messing and Mullally reportedly began to rise, especially during the show's final season. In an unexpected turn, the two actresses unfollowed each other on Instagram, leading fans to speculate about the cause of their fallout. Things seemed to escalate when Messing posted a cast photo and tagged everyone except Mullally, a snub that sparked further rumors. Mullally later responded with a cryptic post of her own, saying, "One of the best feelings is finally losing your attachment to somebody who isn't good for you." The feud reportedly became so intense that Mullally took a step back from the show during its final season. Her character, Karen, was noticeably absent in several episodes, leading many to believe that the tension between her and Messing was affecting the production. Despite the public drama, neither actress has ever confirmed the cause of their conflict or discussed it in depth. Eric McCormack, who played Will Truman, publicly defended the two actresses, stating that the rumors were crazy and that the cast had always been close. However, the behind-the-scenes issues seem to suggest otherwise. Alex Pettyfer and Channing Tatum feud over Magic Mike. The Magic Mike franchise is known for its iconic male stripper performances and its leading stars, Channing Tatum and Alex Pettyfer. However, Pettyfer's absence from the Magic Mike sequel raised questions among fans, leading to revelations about a feud between the two actors. According to Pettyfer, tensions between him and Tatum began even before production started. Pettyfer admitted that he had a bad boy reputation before joining the film, which made Tatum wary of working with him. Although Pettyfer tried to remain professional on set, he later revealed that Tatum didn't like him from the start. The situation worsened when Pettyfer rented an apartment from a friend of Tatum's and allegedly failed to pay the rent. This financial dispute further strained their relationship, with Tatum reportedly calling Pettyfer unprofessional. In an interview, Pettyfer admitted that he wasn't entirely blameless, acknowledging that he should have handled the situation differently. Despite their differences, Magic Mike became a box office hit, although Pettyfer's relationship with Tatum likely cost him a role in the sequel. So, what do you think? Could you ever imagine some of your favorite co-stars clashing off-screen? Share your thoughts on these feuds, and let us know if there's a famous actor pairing you think might have had hidden tension. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Hollywood gossip, behind-the-scenes stories, and the truth behind your favorite stars. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more insider info, and never stop being amazed by the drama behind the camera.